Hello, I'm Butter,
I'm AnxietyElephant.
and welcome back to the Butter Churn. Yay! So how we doing today from the Butter Churn?
Well, I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Did myself a favor and bought me some sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of spent too much, but when you have a sweet tooth, you do that usually.
Well, I think today was a bones day, so you have to go and treat yourself.
Oh, so you follow
Noodle,
noodles?
yeah, definitely.
When I first saw that, I was like, "What in the world are they talking about? Bones Day, that's Bones Day," and then I seen just the pug just flop over. I was like, "Oh, how cute!"
Adorable, isn't he?
He is adorable for an old man, but some old men are, some old men aren't. You never know. They're all so curmudgeonly. So
How was
today,
your Halloween?
my Halloween was pretty okay. I worked on Halloween, so that was fun. Though I did wear my panda outfit to work in, and then like 30 minutes in, I was like, "This is too hot," so I'm taking it off. And then after an hour, I put it back on. It was like, "Okay, I can deal with it now."
Did you have clothes on underneath it?
I did.
Okay. I don't know if the dollar store got a whole view or what.
I mean, no, and I'm not that type of lady. Like, I charge for a view. I just don't give it away for free. You gotta work for it. But how was your Halloween?
It's good. Didn't really do anything. Just stayed home and hope that nobody knocked on my door.
You gotta hope and pray sometimes. Hope and pray.
I didn't get any candy, so I didn't have anything to give them if they did. A hard
Yeah.
time. Give them a hard time.
I mean, that could be fun sometimes. Give out saltine crackers. Just,
Oh, I do have those. I have packs of them.
yeah, just give out a sleeve of crackers. Or like one person, they shared on Facebook, their kid got a potato from somebody. Just a whole potato.
Very interesting.
It's like, here's a potato. Have a boiled potato on me. But
So, are you into Christmas now, or are you still waiting for Thanksgiving? Are you which kind of person?
I I am the type of person that waits for Christmas because I get fed up with hearing about it when
Me too.
when they start it. So I'm waiting for Thanksgiving. It's still I'm a foodie, so Thanksgiving's where it's at. So for Halloween though, I gotta do so. I gotta dress up for Halloween, and then the Friday before I got to dress up and go out to eat with friends. So that was fun.
Yeah, y'all looked really good in your costumes.
Yeah, they were supposed to be the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
Yeah, inspired by the Powerpuff Girls, should I say?
gotcha.
I was just a panda. Like usual, I'm just a cuddly panda.
Yeah, you look nice in your panda outfit.
Thank you. I'm probably gonna wear it tonight.
Oh, good.
Cause I had to cut it in half when I got
Oh,
it.
did you?
Yeah, I got it, and then I tried it on, and then Kitty ran out the door. Kitty's my cat, by the way. Kitty ran out the door, and I had to bend down and get her, and the seams ripped right around the legs.
Oh no.
The big thigh problems, I swear. Big thigh problems. But then I just cut off the legs and made it into like a jacket.
Glad you're able to do that.
I need to get some invisible, or some fusible seam tape. And then
Uh-huh.
finish the edges so they don't get all frayed and stuff. But because my sewing machine doesn't want to run the fabric through as it should. It's too soft, so it slides. But other than that, you mentioned being a November person instead of a like Christmas person right away. Do you have a reason why?
No, I'm just kind of like you. I don't want to hear about it for months and months and months. And I'm a foodie. I like to eat food on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you skip right to Christmas, then you're kind of missing something. When you put Thanksgiving in there, it's like you get an extra holiday.
Yeah,
It almost seems like that.
gotta have that extra little holiday. I just get wore out on the Christmas music. And all the cinnamon. The cinnamon can go shove it. I swear. Because there's like cinnamon branches, cinnamon pine cones, cinnamon candles, cinnamon wreaths. Ugh, I'm not a fan of cinnamon. And it's always so strong and gross.
Yeah.
I can handle a little bit, but not like super a lot. It's one of my arch nemesis. That and heels. I can't go up heels very well.
Oh, you meant heels like you wear.
No, those are my friends. Those are my friends.
Oh.
Heels in general, like big old mountains and going up.
I'm with you on that.
Up climb.
But Thanksgiving, whenever we celebrate Thanksgiving, it's always a time to try out recipes you never tried before.
It is. Yeah, I like to try out recipes, even though I mess some up. Like, a quick throwback. I don't know if this happens anywhere else, but was there? Do you think anywhere else there was like 4 days of trick or treating? Because that's what it seemed like this year. 4 days of trick or treating.
It did seem like that.
Because there was a park that done it Thursday, another park that did it Saturday, and then they had the town trick-or-treating on Friday, and then people trick-or-treated on Sunday and Friday. It was like just 4 days of Halloween.
It really was.
It was nice. My
a rainy Halloween too.
Yeah, my grandmother enjoyed seeing all the kitties in their costumes, even though she felt bad. But back to Thanksgiving. Is there any certain food that you look forward to during Thanksgiving?
Well, ham, because we don't. I never have ham during the year unless it's on a sandwich.
So
and stuffing is my all-time favorite.
What kind of stuffing?
The kind that I make. If I don't make it, it's not very good.
Oh, Granny would have some words with you then. I'm not a big stuffing fan. Like, it's not one of my go-to stuffings. It's weird.
What's your favorite food at Thanksgiving?
Banana pudding.
Ooh, that's good too.
Because it just seems like the only time I get banana pudding is Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like, this is the only time we make it.
Yeah, that's the only time I ever get stuffing too. I don't know why. I mean, I can go to the store and buy it every day, but no.
Ham's a little understandable because you can't buy the big ones. But yeah. I like to get that Black Forest ham from Boar's Head. The sliced ham. Oh, it's so good. Especially for like sandwiches and grilled cheeses. Oh, it's really good. Like
leftover good.
Yeah. We always fix our ham and turkey like the night before and let it cook all night and roast.
I bet that smells good whenever you get up.
Yeah. And it's usually almost everything's done by the time we get up, so we just have to fix a few side dishes, and then it's like, well, it's done. And it's at 12 o'clock, like lunchtime. It's like, okay, it's time for Thanksgiving, because we don't really do it like in the afternoons. We fix it, and then we three eat together at lunchtime, and then we eat throughout the day.
That's the best part, leaving it out and just grazing all day.
Yeah.
Just random.
It's like the one time people don't care about like food safety. It's like, well, we'll just leave it on the stove. It'd be fine.
My sister does. She still cares about food safety.
Does she?
She does, and if you want something during the day, you gotta go get it out of the refrigerator.
Well, that's good at least. Here we're like, nah, just set it out. Room temperature is fine. It's crazy. But another food that I look forward to, if I make it, and most of the time I don't make it, is my homemade cheesecakes.
Oh, he makes good cheesecake, y'all. He really does, and it's good.
If I get in the mood to make it, I always want like a homemade cheesecake. Now, my grandmother makes box cheesecake, and it's still good. It's still good. But I am a little conceited when it comes to my cheesecake because it is so good.
Yeah.
I can add so many flavorings to it and all sorts of stuff. It's really nice. But, like, is there any holidays between now and Thanksgiving? Like, I'm not I have no idea. Like, not like major holidays, but like mini holidays.
Nothing I know of.
Let's check. Oh, Daylight Savings Day ends
Yeah,
the 7th.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday, however you want to look at that.
Sunday, yeah.
Oh, Veterans Day's coming up. It's the 11th.
Yeah, there's that. I didn't know it was American Indian Heritage Month.
Yeah.
First day of American Indian Heritage Month, November 1st. I guess that's to counteract Thanksgiving.
Yeah, which I don't ever tell. Nobody ever talks about what having at Thanksgiving, do you? I mean, y'all don't sit down and be like, that good old Christopher Columbus, glad he did this so I could have this turkey. No.
No, it's more about like food and just catching up. Just a reason to eat. Speaking of food, I wonder if we can find some weird food facts. Food facts. Like, we share 60% of our DNA with bananas. That's a weird food fact.
Which is crazy. Yeah, that is so crazy.
And I guess technically botanically, bananas are berries and not bananas.
Yeah.
Because they carry their seeds on the inside and they come from a flower, if I remember correctly.
It's something like that. Yeah, you're right. They are berries.
I mean, I do love a good berry. But do you know any weird, unusual food fact?
Well, there are 46 million, or on average, 46 million turkeys that are eaten on Thanksgiving.
That's a lot of turkeys.
It sure is. I've never understood the concept of pardoning one of the turkeys.
I never got that either. Like, what did the turkey commit to be pardoned? Like, did he go to jail for like stabbing another turkey? Like, what happened to that turkey? Like, is it or is it just like these turkeys have been in prison for so long that one of them needs to get out? Like,
I guess it's the one that doesn't get cooked, but doesn't get cooked the next year because it's only got pardoned for this 1 year. I'm sure it doesn't go back and live its life out in luxury with, getting its feathers fluffed and stuff all the time. Weird. It's just very strange. But good thing our president does that.
Do you think it might have been because one of the Now, I don't remember if it's true or not, but did one of the presidents at some point have a pet turkey?
Ooh, maybe.
I can't remember if they... I know there's been some interesting pets.
I know you know a fact about a turkey.
What? What's that?
It was going to be our national bird.
Oh, it was going to be our national bird, but people chose the bald eagle. I still think it should have been turkey, because they're bold, majestic creatures.
John F. Kennedy is the one who started the pardoning.
I wonder why. That's a lot of history on pardoning a turkey.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was such a tradition to give the White House the turkey.
Who knows? It's weird.
Yeah, may have to look that up though. Like when I've got time to read it.
Are there any weird foods that come out during the Thanksgiving and Christmas time that you just find absolutely weird?
There is a weird food, fruitcake. I mean, you don't ever see that any other time of the year.
I mean, some you do. You just gotta look in the right place.
I've never seen it. I'm sure you do, but I've never seen it.
Like, I've had mulled wine, boiled fruitcake, and it was pretty good.
I wonder why it's got such a bad rap, because, it's been, a lot of the fruitcake's okay. I've had some.
I think because it was made with, like, all the dried fruit and stuff, and it might have been seen as, like, just a poor person's thing, or who knows. But, like, they come out with weird stuff every year for the holidays. Like, for example, Mountain Dew's got a gingerbread Mountain Dew.
Gotta love Mountain Dew. They come out with all kinds of stuff.
They go crazy with their flavors. If only I could have Mountain Dew. Oh, Mountain Dew.
Gingerbread's another weird thing you only see around holidays.
Holidays, yeah. Unless you're like watching a competition just show.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm using this gingerbread. I'm going to be making gingerbread to build this structure. I've been watching British Bake Off. You see it a lot there, but you don't really see it used for anything else.
Well, I mean, you're basically saying, let me take this fire root that makes you feel like your entire esophagus is on fire when you eat it, and make a nice a cookie out of it. I guess people only want to do that during Christmas time.
It is a weird cookie, though. Maybe it's to help you feel warmer. Like, maybe that's where the tradition came from. It's because it gave a warmth feeling.
I don't particularly like it myself.
That's like eggnog. Eggnog's one of those things you only see during the last 2 months of the year.
It just makes you wonder, if they had it all year long, would it be as popular as it is?
I don't think it would be.
I've never in March heard somebody, man, I wish I could have a glass of eggnog.
Now, I don't particularly like eggnog. Not that I've ever had it. But
I ain't neither, but it's disgusting.
Just the thought of drinking eggs just makes... They'll all eat pudding, so it's a little different.
So are you like in charge of the cooking at your house for Thanksgiving?
I am going to be helping, but usually I get put in charge of some certain stuff. And then my brother, he gets in charge of like the ham and turkey. So he usually prepares those unless he doesn't feel good, and then I do all the cooking.
So you're gonna do all the cooking?
We'll see. It's only gotten so far in the past couple of years, so who knows? But
I think one of my favorite things is like being in the kitchen with people cooking together. It's something that never happens usually. Not my family, at least.
I can understand that. Like we try to cook together, and it's like we have to like do what Mama says. So we're like, we can't put our own little spin on it or anything like that. It has to be. I don't know. I've gotten picky with my Thanksgiving food as I got older. It's like I used to eat a lot of potato salad.
Yeah.
And now I don't eat that much potato salad because I'm just like, it's potato salad. Maybe because I've had it so much. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those, if you have it too much, you don't want it anymore. Which has happened to me before. Like spaghetti and marinara sauce. I cannot eat too much of. Like, it's one of those I can eat very little, but if I have to eat a lot of, there's no way I can do it.
Do you do Black Friday on the day after Thanksgiving?
I do not. I've never done a Black Friday. The closest thing I've gotten to a Black Friday is when the Xbox 360 came out. We went to go get some of those with a friend. And we were up at like midnight and waiting for it. But no,
I don't do it.
You don't do most stores.
Yeah, I don't like shopping is just not my thing, especially if it's crowded. But really, just shopping, not my thing.
I like the window shop, and if I go to a store that I really like, I do have issues with spending money.
Oh, me too.
Because I have no self-control. Self-control in buying things is one of the hardest things that I have. Self-control in buying and self-control in eating. Those are the two things I struggle with the most. Because it's like I have an urge just to fill a hole that is empty.
I don't know, it just feels so nice too to get something.
Yeah.
Even if you do it for yourself.
Sometimes that retail therapy can help. Especially...
Yeah.
But when you're manic and stuff, it's not so good. Because you walk into the mall and you spend $400 and be like, I did not mean to spend this much.
Yeah, I had to stop going to Books A Million because I would do that. I would just like black out and then come out and be like, where'd all these bags come from?
Where did all these
I have no.
books come from?
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. It got really bad.
Books can be dangerous. What kind of books do you like to read?
Just about everything. I'm not a huge sci-fi person though. Not in books. Well, not really in anything. But pretty much everything other than that.
Do you like romance? Are you one of these romance people?
I do like romance novels.
Now,
if there's a good story.
Do you like the smut romance?
Sometimes it depends on who wrote it. There are some that are just so well written.
Like there's the smut romance where it involves like tentacles and mermaids and werewolves and vampires that people really get behind. I would be kind of interested to read some of those. There's even like gay versions of it. I would be interested to read like maybe one of them and see like if I liked it or not. But if only I could read. My attention span won't allow me to read.
I've kind of gotten a slump here lately. I just haven't been able to sit down and make myself read here lately.
I get like 2 pages in, my eyes are watering, I'm yawning, I'm like, oh my god. I think it's because I'm trying to concentrate on the book. Because I would do the same thing when I would do schoolwork. Like, if I was really concentrating on getting it done, my eyes would water, I'd start yawning, get like super tired really quick. And it would just go, my attention span just go out the window.
So where's your favorite place to do retail therapy at? What kind of stuff do you want? Clothes?
I wish I had a place to get clothes. But I would have to order everything online because I am plus size. But like, if there was a bigger Tord store, I'd probably get some Tord clothes. I do like Box Lunch. Not their clothes. It's like an anime, like a pop culture store, but it mostly involves like anime and some movies and TV shows. It's more of a lighter version of Hot Topic without being all dark and moody. But they have really nice backpacks that I collect. I just can't afford the backpacks to collect.
It's hard to have a collection when you're poor.
Especially when the backpacks ranges from $60 to $80.
Yes, especially that.
Because I bought this on my shopping trip when I spent $400. I bought one backpack. I was like, oh, but it was a Spirited Away backpack, so I had to get it. It makes a second in my collection.
Ooh.
But I'm also bad at spending money at Ulta. Like Ulta.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Ulta's really bad for me. That and Hot Topic and Spencer's. Usually the mall. When I go to the mall, I spend a lot of money. But I think it's mostly because where I don't go there so much. Like, where I'm such a shut-in, when I go to there, I'm like, oh, this is new, this is exciting, I want it. I won't be back up here for a while, so I'll just get it now.
Gotta justify it, of course.
Always gotta justify it. But, speaking of Black Friday, do you do Cyber Monday?
I don't. I mean, unless it's something I really, really want. But usually by that time, I don't have money left at that part of the month.
I understand that.
Do you?
I don't. Um, I usually try to save my money. Or do my holiday shopping early. Like, I got my granny a TV. And I got my brother a throw and a t-shirt. And of course, they always get their stuff early, so it's like, here's your Christmas. Because I don't want to hide it for like months, or they just know about it.
Yeah.
Like, but I usually just get it early and then give it to them. For the most part. Do you try to get presents and stuff and hide them and be all sneaky and stuff?
I do, but I don't hide them myself. They usually get wrapped immediately and they get put under the tree.
Oh, that's nice. Granny always wants to have something underneath the tree. So she's like, I'm gonna get you presents, and you gotta have at least one underneath the tree. I'm like, why? Why? But it's hard for her because usually I just ask for money. Like, if you want to get me a present, just give me money. Because I'm hard to buy for, sorta, without being expensive. And I would, like, I'm probably going to use money to pay on a bill or do something like that.
Very practical and being an adult. Gosh, I hate when you have to do that.
Oh, I hate being an adult. Adulting is hard.
Yeah, it is. And it sucks.
It's like at work. One of my other people, they quit, and so now it's gonna get more difficult for the manager and me, probably.
And more difficult to the person who can't say no to the manager.
I've said no before. But I do have a problem with saying no. Because I feel bad and be like, I guess I can. But it's not like he calls me 3 times a week saying, hey, I need you to come in. I need you to come in. It's like once a week, maybe. On my days off. It's like, hey, can you come cover? I'm like, I guess. But then again, I need the extra money for bills. So it's like, I'll take it. But it's not too bad. Usually, like, I always find it hard to shop for people because I don't know what to get them without asking them. And then it's obvious you're going to get them something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like with you. I know you like elephants. Oh, that reminds me. I have something for you. Huh? I just remember. I have something for you. Don't let me forget it.
I'll totally let you forget it.
You totally will. But it's like, I know you like elephants. So that's something I can always lean towards. Even though you probably get sick of it. Be like, yeah, it's elephant related.
Yeah, you know, I've not run into that problem yet. I mean, my collection is kind of big.
Like,
and I look at them every day, but I've not really come to the point where I'm tired of getting it. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, I understand. That's like with me and my panda stuff. It's like, I'll always accept panda stuff. No matter how childish or whatever. Like the other day at work, I saw baby hats and thought of you just because they had panda or elephants on it. I was like, oh, it's a baby elephant. And then I was like, then I can have a baby myself and have no baby. My ovaries quivered. But who knows?
Who knows indeed.
What's another food you only see? Cranberry sauce.
Yes.
It's one of those you only see during Thanksgiving or the holidays.
Yeah, but it's on the shelf almost. It's on the shelf all year.
It is. And it's like, who eats it?
I don't know, but somebody has to, I guess.
That and canned pumpkin. Canned pumpkin, for some reason, seems like it's only on the shelves during fall. Cause it's like, where does it go? It's one of those mysteries where you don't pay no attention to it until it's that type of season.
Mhm.
Oh, what's your? Are you gonna do? So you do reviews for a
Yeah.
little, for like a mini podcast, right?
Mhm.
Do you have? Let's do a plug real quick. Do you have a Facebook page for it?
I do. It's Leslie Reviews Stuff and Things.
Noise. The reason I bring this up because I had an idea of what you could review.
Ooh, what?
Um, it's that new Little Debbie Christmas tree ice cream.
If I could get my hands on it, I totally would.
You know which one I'm talking about. Like everyone's freaking
Yes.
out about it because
Yes.
it's like new and it's supposed to taste like Christmas tree cookie or cakes.
I really want to try it. But I think it's going to be really hard to get. It has been so far. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't. I didn't see it when I went up to Wally World. Wally World does make it difficult sometimes.
I was thinking maybe it might be somewhere like Walgreens or something. Just some random little store.
Maybe.
Well, Walgreens isn't a little store, but they have odd things there that you can't find at Walmart sometimes.
They do. They do. I know usually their Nightmare Before Christmas stuff is really nice. If anything, that's where I go to look for stuff. Especially to get my brother something.
He does love Nightmare Before Christmas. And how could you not love that? I mean, I love it.
I mean, it is nice.
Meant to be. Forever meant to be.
And it works both for Christmas and Halloween. So it's pretty good. Do you have any like certain movies or anything like that you watch during this time of year that you like, no matter how old they are, you always watch them this time of year?
My favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Carol, and I own it in almost every single different format or whatever. Not format, but like the storytelling.
Yeah.
Like I own cartoons of it, and they're all different, but
Like
I just love
like
Christmas Carol.
Like the Muppets, the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes.
I think that's the only one I really like is the Muppets. I don't really care for like watching them so much because it gets a little old for me.
Oh, not me. I can turn it on, and as soon as it's over, hit play again.
I have a hard time doing that. For some reason, like if I get my feel of it, like if it satisfies an itch that I've been wanting to see it, and I watch it, and I'm good, then I'm good. But like, I also do the same thing with music. If there's a song that I find that I really like, I'll listen to it over and over and over again, and then once I get tired of it, I never listen to it again. And it's like, well, because I did that with a lot of music growing up. Like right now, I am stuck on Keep Riding Me by You're Pretty, just because it's so good. Though it's a TikTok song, so it's one of those That reminds me, I need to...
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah, poor old TikTok. You can find some interesting stuff on TikTok, like noodles.
Yep. Just dog, he's so cute. And when have you ever noticed that when he gets petted, it actually looks like he moves his mouth to smile? Come on.
But yeah. So do you have any, like, what are your major plans for Thanksgiving? Like, have you got it all planned out, or are you just going by the seat of your pants?
In my head, I have it planned out, but it'll end up going by the seat of my pants.
I feel that.
I don't have the food and stuff planned out yet, but I plan on going to my sister's hopefully.
Well, that's good.
And having it there because that's where we've had it forever. And Thanksgiving is her favorite holiday because she just likes the food and doing new recipes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I hope to stay there until Christmas and everything. And I hope it just works out right.
I just now realized that my whole life, I've never went to another person's house for Thanksgiving. That's a lie. That's a lie. I've gone maybe once to another person's house for Thanksgiving. No other time have I went. I'm such a shut-in. It's like, oh, well, why haven't you gone to other people's house? And then I'm like, oh, well, I have no one to go to, as far as I know. It's like, oh, want, sad face. But then again, would I really want to go to someone else's house? I don't think so. I'd be like, it's not for me. It's not for me.
It's weird not having a holiday at your own house, but I feel at home when I'm at my sister's house.
Well, that's always good. Like with me, I'm so uncomfortable at other people's houses that if they're like, come over and eat, and I'm like, okay. And then what I do is I get very little to eat. Like, I just get very little, and they say, eat as much as you like. And then in my head, I'm like, do you really mean that? Or, like, how much do I eat to be acceptable and not overeat? Right. Like, the whole, I really want all of this, but I know that would make me a pig if I ate the last meatball or anything like that.
Yeah, and then you're like, are they judging me?
Are they gonna get mad if I eat this? It's one of those. And it's worse when it's worse when it's like a grazing dinner. It's like everything's just laid out and just get what you want. But you're like, can't you just make me a plate? Wouldn't it be... I'll let you control how much I eat. But we try to play games during the holidays. Do you play any games during the holidays?
Yeah, we do. Clues are probably our favorite.
Clue? I haven't played Clue in so long. It's been a while. I guess ours is Rummy, and that's about it. Unless you're over, and then it's Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit. And then it's fun. Because then I get to play games I want to play. Yay! I get so tired of Rummy. Though it's a good talking game.
I was just saying that Clues is usually our go-to game.
Yeah.
And they won't play Monopoly because it takes too long, they say. It's usually Clue.
They're just bummers. Monopoly's so much fun.
It is. Is that your all's go-to game or favorite game?
No, my mom absolutely hates Monopoly. She will not play Monopoly. And James hates Monopoly and only plays when we play.
Oh, really?
Their go-to game is Rummy.
Love Rummy.
Rummy is okay, but I get kind of tired of it.
I can't play like they play though. I play with different rules.
Everyone plays with different rules, apparently.
Yeah.
What makes your rules so different?
Well, we don't do 3 of a kind, that's for sure. And we don't stop at 7 cards either. Like, you get... If there's 2 of us, sometimes we'll start out with, like, maybe 21 cards apiece, or 17 cards apiece. Absolutely no 3 of a kind is welcome. You can't do that. I think that's the biggest 2.
Yeah, 3 the kind of makes the game go a little faster.
It does, but it kind of sucks.
It does. It messes things up. But that's the way my mom likes to play.
Yeah. I mean, I play it that way. It don't bother me, but I just know, like, when we get together as family, we don't do, it's just different. We have our own rules.
Yeah. I like to play poker.
I would love to learn how to play poker.
Poker's pretty easy. Just remembering what beats what, and that's it. Yeah. It's kind of like Rummy, where you have to make a set, and then which set beats what. My mom also likes to play Uno. She likes Uno pretty good.
Do you like Uno? I love Phase 10, which is just really Rummy in phases.
I've never played that one, I don't believe.
I think y'all would like it, because that's what it is. It's a Rummy game, and you just do certain phases.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
See, I want all these board games, and it's like they won't play them with me. So it's like, and I have no one else to really play with. So, I mean, there's you, but like in a 4-player game, it's kind of like.
I know it is hard when you only have 2 people.
And then James is iffy. My brother's iffy. Whether he
we do need a game night or something again.
We do, and we need to. I'll invite my other friend over. She said she's game for game night.
Awesome.
We can break her in on Trivial Pursuit. And she's only 19, so she'll definitely not know anything. But she's a smart cookie. She'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you have any like holiday traditions that you do for like Thanksgiving or Christmas? Like ones that you really like?
I really like at Christmas. We do this thing that sometimes on Christmas Eve we have a dessert day. And then we have our regular meal on Christmas, just because you eat so much on Christmas, or on Thanksgiving too, really, that you never really get to the desserts.
Yeah.
So we started having a dessert day. That's what we'd have that day, and then do the other the next day.
Well, that sounds cool.
What about you guys?
We don't really have any traditions, really. We start cooking the day or 2 before. And then when we invite people over, it's kind of like come whenever you want to type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we don't really have any traditions. Now, we used to, our Christmas tradition used to be the whole open one gift day before Christmas. And then it would like, well, open up one gift every day before Christmas. And then you get one last gift on Christmas. Or you would open up the rest of them on Christmas.
I've heard about that. Somebody told me about that last year. They did that. They did 25 days of gifts.
But that's when we had money. Now it's kind of like, here's your presents. You won't have anything underneath the tree, but here you go.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of just like that. And we spend time with each other sometimes.
Do you all ever go to the movies? Like, I know they do a lot of movies on Thanksgiving Day and on Christmas Day. Do you go to the movies at all?
No, because one being where Granny's so blind, and her condition, she doesn't go to movies very often. And then my brother is such a shut in. He would prefer not to go to movies. Like, for Halloween, he actually went out and ate the Friday before.
Really couldn't believe it.
I know. That's the first time he's been out to actually eat in years.
He couldn't even go to trivia with us, and there are not even that many people as he went out with on Halloween.
And he freaks out. He almost had a bad panic attack.
Did he?
Yeah, he was shaking all over like a leaf.
Yeah, I was super surprised when I heard that. And then I heard that he went to something else on actual Halloween too.
Yeah, he went to a Halloween party.
And I'm like, who is this guy?
But we don't do anything special. We don't go out. We did try to go see the Christmas lights in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge sometime. But it gets so crowded.
Yeah.
And they don't feel good. So it's like, meh. My mom always wants to go see them, but we never have a way. But do you have any New Year's traditions?
Well, it's my sister's birthday, so we usually stay up till the midnight to see the year come in and to wish her happy birthday, and then we crash.
Noise.
And that's about it. Do you guys? You stay up till midnight?
No. They're all party poopers. They go to sleep early. Sometimes they stay up.
I don't know why it's such a big deal to bring in the new year, but it kind of is. I like being up for it. And it's like one of those things that I don't get tired on that night usually either. It's like you're just kind of invigorated and you're waiting and waiting and waiting for something big to happen. But all it does is happen is the clock changes to 12:01.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's the thought of New Year, you stayed alive to another year. And
yeah.
the hopes and wishes that you make on New Year's, hopefully they come true, and hopefully you make, you set goals and all that fun stuff.
And then you break them by the first week is over.
It's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
Now, going back to Halloween, do you have a favorite piece of candy?
I love Snickers. And Reese's. Those two are the best. I have a worse piece of candy, and I bet everybody, at least my age, can remember these. That peanut butter taffy that come in those orange and black wrappers that tasted like peanut butter and hair and fingernails and everything all mixed in one.
Oh, like the peanut butter kisses and stuff?
I guess that's I don't know what they're called. Like, I think it's some kind of taffy. I don't know, but it's disgusting.
We sold those.
And I never get those.
We sell a lot of those at work, surprisingly, for Halloween.
It makes me wonder, who's eating these and enjoying them? Or are they just giving them to somebody so they can throw them away?
It's better than giving someone a potato.
I guess so. But if there is somebody out there that enjoys those, I really want to meet them and be like, what else do you enjoy? Because that's weird.
Circus peanuts, candy corn, and something else, probably.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Um,
It's potato, isn't it?
no, it's not potato. Though Granny does make a mean potato candy. Um,
Gosh, I ain't had that in forever.
we'll have to make you some, or you can make some and test it out. It's all good. I like lemon heads. Lemon heads are pretty good. Of course, I like Reese's. But my taste in candies has changed a lot. Like, I don't really care for Taffy. I don't like caramel candies. Unless they're like Brothers Originals. I can do that. Or like Cowtails. I can do those. But anything caramel like Snickers or...
Gotta ask, because there's only two type of people in this world. People that do like it and people that don't. Where do you stand on candy corn?
I do not like candy corn.
And I love candy corn.
I think it's a weird... I think it's super weird.
There's only two types of people, I think, in this world. Well, at least in the United States. I don't know. I can't say that for everything else.
Yeah, there's definitely a split on them.
Mm-hmm.
But... do you have a favorite, like, dessert? Like, what's your favorite dessert?
Cheesecake, hands down.
Cheesecake is amazeballs.
It really is.
I think cheesecake and banana pudding is one of my favorites.
I would love to have. I saw this, a banana pudding cheesecake. I would love to have one of
I've
those.
seen one of those. I was like, oh, I bet that's so good. But then I'm like, I could try to make it, but then how would I make it? Like, how would I get the banana flavor?
You know what I wish we had around here? A Cheesecake Factory. Because they have a lot of different flavors we could try.
We need to take a trip to Knoxville and just be like, we're going to Cheesecake Factory.
That'd be awesome if somebody else would drive.
Frankie, get Frankie to take us.
That'd be great.
Go to the Melting Pot, then go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, we're going to get to that melting pot at some point.
It's someday. For those who don't know, the Melting Pot is a fondue restaurant. It's supposedly really good, and I've never had like real fondue, and I really want to go.
We'll get there someday.
Someday when the moon is high and the sun is in the house of Orion, we will go.
That's right.
But we'll get there eventually. So I think we can call it there for now.
Okie dokie. I've had a great time.
It's been a good time chatting with you. As always, you can find us on Facebook at the Butter Churn Podcast on Facebook. And then feel free to leave us a comment on what you'd like to hear us talk about, what you'd like to see from us, maybe some ideas thrown our way. You can also find us on Buzzsprout, where you can listen to our podcast. The Butter Churn Buzzsprout.com. You can also support us on Patreon, the Butter Churn.
You can find us individually at our own pages. Mine, almost everything is AnxietyElephant.
And then my Instagram is Butters on Instagram. So until next time, toodles!
Bye!